Welcome back to Not So Grand Garage. Out in the driveway again today and doing a little AC upgrade on the old flatbed. When I rebuilt this truck, or as I've been rebuilding this truck, one of the first things I did was rebuild the AC system on it, top to bottom. It got new Motorcraft compressor, lines, evap core, condenser, AC dryer, everything. Blower motor, all of it's been replaced. System works fairly well. I do need to take apart the box and fix a few things, but I just haven't had time to do that. But one of my complaints is that at idle or low speed in traffic, the AC still works and works well, but not as well as it could. You can tell a noticeable temperature difference coming from the vents, and that is because this engine doesn't run super hot, and it has a brand new Motorcraft fan clutch on it, which doesn't lock up until 215, 220 degrees. So sitting in traffic, if this engine's not hot, very little air is being pulled across this condenser core. So as you can see, I've got a cheap fan here already mounted up. I do not have it wired yet. We're going to cover that. But yeah, we're going to have this set up wired to come on anytime the compressor's on. This is common on a lot of vehicles. And why it wasn't factory on this year of Ford and GM trucks, I don't know. But from what I've seen and heard, it makes a substantial difference in AC performance at idle. It also helps with keeping it cool at idle, especially in those 95+ degree days. No, this fan's not going to move a ton of air, but it's better than nothing. So let's see how it works. I will take some temperature readings before and after and see if it makes any real difference. Let's get at it. As you can see, yeah, we're using the grill thermometer. 82 degrees in the cab of the truck. It's not super hot out right now. It's 75-ish outside. And the truck is just about up to operating temperature. I was just driving it a little bit ago and was running it pretty hard. So yeah, I'm gonna kick the air on and see what kind of temperatures we get out of these vents and see how it works. So it looks like we've hit about 52 degrees. And keep in mind, it's not 95 outside. It's 74, 75. And the condenser and everything is not heat soaked from the radiator as it would be after driving and sitting in traffic, so on and so forth. So yeah, we're gonna shut this thing down and see if we can get our condenser fan hooked up and see if it makes any difference at all at idle. I think it will, but only one way to find out. So to mount the cooling fan, I just used the Hayden mounting rods. They come in a kit of 4. They're used for holding the cheap little transmission coolers and stuff like that, and fans to condensers, radiators, so on and so forth. And yeah, they're easy, they work well. Just push the rods through the condenser and push on the clips, I use the foam between the fan and the condenser itself to keep from rubbing a hole in it or something. And then we've got our 2-wire connection right here. Now, actually, to do the testing, I think I'm just going to hot wire this fan, jump right back in the truck, power this fan up, and see if it makes a difference cooling that AC down as we're sitting here in the same spot just a few minutes later. We've got our fan temporarily hot wired directly off the battery. Let's see if it makes a difference. Looks like we settled in 46, 48, and yeah. So, was it a substantial difference? No, but it's a noticeable temperature difference feel-wise coming out of the vents. So, yeah, I'm curious how much of a difference it will make in traffic on really hot days. It's not a super hot day out, and 74, 75 out like I mentioned before, and it made a 4 to 6 degree difference in temperature coming out of the vents. I think that's pretty impressive, and the vent temperature dropped quite a bit faster. So yeah, I'm gonna go on and hook it up. I've had these fans sitting around for quite a while and haven't really had a use for them. So all I'm gonna be out is a 12-volt relay and a little bit of time. So let's get it wired up, make it permanent. So for wiring this fan up, I am going to keep it simple. We've got the clutch apply switch or power wire right here at the compressor. One of these wires will be hot when the compressor is told to come on. So what I am going to do is tee into that trigger wire for the compressor clutch and have it come over and trigger a relay to power the fan. That way, anytime the compressor cycles on, the fan will cycle on as well. Simple enough and should work pretty well. And we get the added benefit of anytime the AC is on, the fan will be blowing air across the condenser and the radiator, which may help keep us cooler in traffic as far as engine temperature goes as well. Don't know if it'll work, and I'm really considering throwing another fan on here because I've got 4 of these laying around. I may throw another one right here, but I don't know if it'll be worth potentially blocking the airflow or not. I don't know. I'll try one for now, and if I want to tinker around, maybe experiment a little bit with adding another one down the road, we'll do that and see if there's any difference. I'm going to go on and get this wired up and bring you back here shortly. So spliced into the harness right over the alternator, the wire for the AC clutch is in there, the trigger wire for that. So I'm spliced into that, and I'm using that to trigger the relay that powers the fan, which I'll snap the grill back on, but see if it works. Key on. And little thing. Simple enough. Well, got this project wrapped up. Hopefully we see some improvement with our cooling and the AC, the comfort inside the cab. We've got a few hot days coming yet. We're going to be back in the upper 90s this coming week, so I'll get to really test it out. But yeah, I think it will work out quite nicely. And for the hour and a half of time and the cost of a relay, why not, right? We might as well try it. Anywho, I'm going to wrap this one up here. If you got any comments, questions, complaints, drop them in the comment section below. Try to answer all those comments as quickly as I can. Yeah, if you would hit that thumbs up button, helps us out quite a bit. Doesn't cost you anything. If you want to get some merch, Black Diesel gear, hit up the website, www.notsograndgarage.com. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We appreciate you watching.